You've been told your whole life that your brain is the problem, that you're too much or not enough, that you just need to try harder, focus more, get it together. I'm Dr. B, and I'm here to tell you that everything you've been told is wrong. You're bright, you're gifted, you're wired for something extraordinary. What you're missing isn't willpower, and it isn't a higher dose. It's skills, specific, learnable skills that nobody ever taught you. This is living beyond ADHD, where we stop managing your limitations and start unleashing your brilliance. Let's get into it now. Episode 125, It's Not Your Fault, and you're 100% responsible. I want to start today with something I've said before and something that I will keep saying for as long as I have a voice and a microphone. It is not your fault. It never was. Whatever happened to you, the teachers who gave up on you, the parents who didn't know what to do, the doctors who handed you a diagnosis and sent you home with a prescription and nothing else, the employers who called you unreliable, the partners who said, you just don't care. The version of yourself you've let down again and again. None of that is your fault. Never was. And you are 100% responsible for what happens next. I know those two things sound like a contradiction. They are not. And today we're going to talk about why both of them are completely true and why understanding both of them is the foundation of everything. Why it is not your fault. Let's start with the first part. It's not your fault. Adults with ADHD didn't choose their neurology. Nobody sat down at age 4 and decided to have an underdeveloped prefrontal cortex. Nobody opted in to a brain that struggles with dopamine regulation, that has difficulty with inhibiting, that processes time differently from everyone around them. And critically, no one with ADHD chose to grow up in a world that was not built for their brain. Our educational systems are designed for neurotypical learners. Sit still, pay attention, do this now, wait your turn, be consistent, follow through. These are instructions that assume a certain kind of brain. And ADHD brains are not that kind. So from the very beginning, most adults with ADHD got the message loudly, repeatedly, sometimes cruelly, that something was wrong with them. And when you get that message enough times, you believe it. You start to build an identity around it. You become the disorganized one, the flaky one, the one with potential who never delivers. And that identity becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. None of that was your choice. None of that was your fault. I know this firsthand. I've lived it. I was that person. I had all the limitations, all the shame, all the beliefs about myself that were keeping me anchored to a version of my life that was so much smaller than what was possible. And I want you to hear me when I say the fact that you're listening right now tells me something about you. It tells me that you haven't given up, that somewhere in you, you know there's more, that the story you've been told is not the whole story. And you're right, it's not. So here's what responsibility actually means. The second part, you are 100% responsible for what happens next. I said this isn't a contradiction, and I meant it. So let me explain. Responsibility is not the same as blame. Blame looks backward. It asks, whose fault is this? Responsibility looks forward. It asks, who is going to do something about this? When I say you are 100% responsible, I'm not saying the system didn't fail you. It did. And I'm not saying the people in your life who hurt you or misunderstood you were right, because they weren't. I am not minimizing any of that. What I'm saying is this: the only person who can change your life is you. Nobody's coming to rescue you. No diagnosis, no medication adjustment, no new planner system, no motivational podcast, including this one, is going to do the work for you. The work is yours to do. And here's the extraordinary thing about that. It means that you have power, real power, the kind that can't be taken away, personal agency. When you stop waiting for the world to recognize your brilliance and you start building the skills to let it out, everything changes. I've watched it happen. I've lived it myself. Responsibility isn't a burden. It's freedom. And here's what this looks like in practice. So what does taking 100% responsibility actually look like for an adult with ADHD? It looks like stopping the story. You know the one. I can't do this because of my ADHD. I'm just wired this way. I've always been like this. Those sentences aren't facts. They are the old story. And every time you tell them, you make them more real. Taking responsibility looks like asking a different question. Instead of, why can't I do this? Ask, what skill am I missing that would make this possible? That is a completely different question. The first question has no useful answer. The second one does. It looks like seeking skills, not excuses, not my ADHD makes me bad with time, but I haven't yet built the time management skills that work for my brain. And I can. It looks like accepting that the road is yours to walk with support, with community, with the right tools, but yours nonetheless. And it looks like deciding right now, today, that you are done living inside the old story, that you are the author of what comes next. Not your fault, 100% responsible. Both of these are true. Both of these matter. And together, they are the most powerful thing I know. If this landed for you today, sit with it. Really sit with it. Let it disrupt the story you've been telling yourself. Because that disruption, that is where change begins. Next week, we're going to continue with being practical and talk about more of what actually matters and why nobody in the mainstream ADHD conversation is telling you the truth about it. I'm Dr. B. This is Living Beyond ADHD. Take good care of that brilliant brain of yours. That's what I have for you today. I hope something landed. I hope something shifted, even just a little, because that's how this works. Not all at once, but one insight, one skill, one episode at a time. You are not your diagnosis. You are not your history. You are a brilliant adult who deserves a life that actually works. And that life is buildable. I've seen it. I've lived it. If you're ready to go further, come find me at drbarbaracohen.com. All the episodes are there, along with information about my 9-month program, Get Shit Done, GSD, where we do this work for real, together, all the way through. Subscribe wherever you listen. Share this with someone who needs it. And I will be back next week with more truth. I'm Dr. B. This is Living Beyond ADHD. Take care of that brilliant brain of yours.